morning, campers. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I've went ahead and accepted a couple contracts, and we're going to dive right into those today. So I've got to rescue another Kerbal from low Kerbin orbit, which should be doable with a slightly modified version of the craft we used last time. We have a better robot. We have a better robot controller, so we're going to try and use that this time, so we don't have to risk two Kerbals on that trip. Also, we have return to Kerbin from a stable orbit of the moon, which should be doable. I don't think we'll have too much trouble with that. But also, we can do this explore the moon mission possibly at the same time. I'm going to try and design something that can a vessel that can get into lunar orbit and then has another part that'll land, and then we bring back the orbital bit. So hopefully we'll be able to accomplish both of these with the same vessel. And then this will have to be a separate mission, but I think we'll be able to manage that. In fact, let's try that one first. Okay, here is our vessel that will be hopefully rescuing Linema Kerbin. It has no pilot, as you can see. We've just got in the... actually, I'll just show you. I don't have access to proper action groups yet, so I just bound that to landing gear. And, just for good measure, also lights. Nope, that's not lights. What's lights? Just click the button and that does it. So yeah. I shouldn't forget to open that up, but if I do... well, we'll figure something out. Alright. Ready to launch in... let's throttle up. 3, 2, and 1, go. Relighting the engine in 3, 2, 1, full throttle. Cut throttle, stage. Okay, so that's going to be 4 hours from now in game time, and it's a pretty good rendezvous there. So we'll do that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and build out our vehicle for going out to the moon and landing there. So we'll be back to you, my friend. We'll be back. Three, two, one. Throttle up. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Down to 1G. Begin gravity turn. Right off the pad. Good enough. Boosh! Oh, that felt good. That felt very good indeed. Okay, burning for orbit in 3, 2, 1, ignition. How are we? 97 by 100. That is beautiful. Alright, let's make our maneuver to go hit the moon. Alright, let's see how close we got. That's pretty darn close. Alright, so that's going to put that well on its way. Let's go ahead and jump back to the rescue bob. Switch to. I'm just checking on something real quick. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. We're on the dark side here. No power, I assume? A little bit of power. It's dropping quick, but... Alright, so hopefully we'll catch up with Lynn Emma before this thing enters the moon's sphere of influence, but we'll find out. Can I just warp to maneuver node? Warp to next maneuver. Alright. Beautiful. There we are, coming up on the maneuver, which means we're also coming up on the rendezvous. Let's switch our focus back to... It's backspace key, right? Yep, okay. Glad that didn't do anything bad. Whoops, we have rotated our solar panels out of the sunlight. We're fine, everything's fine. I need this for my maneuver. Lighting the engine. That's a little too early. Let's see how we did. Delete maneuver. Half a kilometer separation. That's beautiful. Alright, let's... warp here. Okay. Let's turn to face our target retrograde. We're going to have to make this quick. We're going to have to make this very, very quick. Oh boy. Only got to kill 23 meters per second of relative velocity. Not bad at all. Let's bring ourselves towards Lenema's spacecraft. .2 meters per second. A little bit more aggressive than is probably safe. But we are running out of sunlight. Very, very... Oh, we're out of sunlight. Alright. This is suddenly a little dangerous. You know, 500 meters is going to be good enough. Let's bring her out. Oh, she's in one of these. Alright. I don't know how this happened to you, but... Perfect. Alright. Once we're dayside, we'll attempt to deorbit. Alright, there's our deorbit burn. Brings us down to about 30,000 meters, directly over the spot where we're pretty much aiming at. Ideally, this will put us in this big ocean right here, because this should progress around a bit before we get there. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright, so Linema's clearly not a pilot, so she's either an engineer or a scientist. I don't know which. It's okay, Linema, we love you anyway. Check to make sure this hasn't entered the moon's sphere of influence yet. Nope, still good. Alright, let's fast forward till we hit atmosphere. Appropriate that we're flying right over Dudekin's Miracle. That should be the space center there. Ah! We're gonna clear the mountains! Yay! Alright. Now I feel comfortable ditching the, ditching that module. Boosh! Oh no. Didn't mean to hit it, sorry. Alright, we are now coming down in the ocean, exactly as planned. There's the Space Center right underneath us. Hello, Space Center! I mean, clearly I did everything exactly correctly here. Aside from, running into my own service module. Alright, we're down to about Mach 2. No longer burning up, but we're not below Mach speed yet. 10,000 meters. Come on, come on. Alright, passing below the sound barrier in just a moment. Alright, that should be right about Mach 1 here. Come on, give me my parachute, please. Let me pop my chute. Risky, risky, safe, going. Ah, ah, ah. I am not a huge fan of how long you have to wait on that now. And Linema is drifting safely down to the surface of Kerbin. We have successfully rescued her, made another good re-entry, and the sun is rising over just a short distance away. We're actually really darn close to the Space Center, less than 84 kilometers. Less than 85 kilometers, slightly over 84. We did it! We went to low Kerbin orbit and returned safely. I finally figured out KSP version 1.0.3. Or, I guess it's 0.4 now, isn't it? Flop. Alright, let's recover. What is Linema Kerbin? She's an engineer. Awesome. I needed another engineer. Awesome, now I just need another pilot. Because poor Dudekin is the only one I've got. Alright, let's jump back into our moonbound vessel. What's that? Oh, do I get to launch a satellite? I haven't gotten to launch a satellite before. I would love to launch a satellite. Can I launch a satellite? Please, can I launch a satellite? Pretty please. I want to launch a satellite. That sounds fun. That's not the building I clicked on. Satellite in geosynchronous orbit. New unmanned probe built for the agency after the contract is accepted. Has an antenna, can generate power. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. $130,000. Oh, I like that a lot. I like that so much. Alright, we'll definitely be accepting that one. Anyway, back to our tandem probes here. The Robo Puncher thing. Still got like half of its fuel, so this will be no problem in getting back to Kerbin, hopefully. Let us warp to the maneuver node. Not the most efficient way to get into orbit, but we have to do it on the light side or we risk running out of power at some point. So I didn't bring any batteries, because I'm dumb. Light it up. Stop, stop, that was a little much. How bad did I mess that up? 23 But we are in orbit. Alright. I need to get a nice low orbit before I release this thing, so this thing has to use as little of its own fuel as humanly possible. Robotically possible, that is to say. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and leave ourselves in a relatively stable orbit here. The final goal of this is to get enough money to upgrade my research center so I can start unlocking even better parts for lunar stuff. Right, let's dink. We're going to leave that here. Alright, what do I want a geostationary satellite to look like? Alright, this should be able to do the trick of getting us into geostationary orbit. The satellite's up here. I'll show you more of that once we have it up into orbit. It's a pretty simple satellite, but it's got quite a lot of fuel on it, so we should be able to do some cool things, hopefully. It's got 3 launch boosters at the bottom here. The middle one's designed to last just a tiny bit longer than 2 on the outside. I could do fancy stuff and fuel the center rocket from the outer too, but I don't really want to do that for this launch. I don't want to be riding on just the center rocket for very long because I'm not sure it's going to have enough thrust to keep the rest of this going. So we're just going to be running mostly just these 3, and then ditching these 2 shortly before this one. Kind of similar to what the Falcon 9 Heavy is supposed to do. Close enough for me. Alright, so we want to be going south and east. Stability on, throttle up. Why would I possibly want that to happen? Okay. 3, 2, 1, and launch. We are well on our way to geostationary orbit already. Ditching the boosters. Continuing on the main stage. Alright, let's see how we look. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice indeed. I don't want to have to deal with the debris. Sorry. I'm going to have to just hope. Alright, so we've got our satellite in orbit, just need to get it into geostationary orbit, which will be coming up in a moment. Let's light the engine right about now. Alright, so we are definitely in orbit now. Alright, that I am satisfied with. So you can see from the design of the satellite, it's got these... I put the fuel tanks on sideways just because I thought it would look cooler, and it does. It also gave me interesting places I could put the radiator panels and the solar panels for that. Doesn't really matter, it doesn't have any science equipment on it or anything, so we're just going to be trimming up the orbit now. Oh, have I somehow done it? Are you kidding me? That was close enough to make it count? Okay. I just accidentally completed that contract. We're done. That's never happened before. That's fantastic. Okay. Uh, this satellite lives here now. I can't believe for a moment I thought I wouldn't have enough fuel. Alright. You know, for eyeballing it, that was pretty darn good. Look at all the money we have. And we're only going to get more before the end of this episode. Look, I know I've missed a whole lot of weekly episodes of this series. So I'm making it up to you today. We're doing a lot of stuff today. Alright, let's go ahead and eject that. Whoop. Right, where are we in our orbit? We are right at sunrise. Let's go ahead and deorbit this thing, which will be the opposite direction. Now let's just keep spinning that way. Have I misjudged something? No, I have not. Oh, that engine's not on. Now it is. Okay, everything's fine. Everything is fine. Time to find out whether we can land on the surface of the moon. First off, let's make sure we're getting power. Yeah, that should do the trick. This will give us a nice little landmark to aim for later in this crater. Well, I definitely don't think I need to worry about having enough fuel. Oh, slower, gently. Gently. Alright, we're hovering. Drop. Cut! We made it! We landed on the moon! We've done it! There goes our ship over the horizon. We're kind of balanced on the engine bell here, aren't we? That's alright. That's alright. The legs took most of the impact. We've done it! We've landed! Everything is awesome. Let's find our thermometer. Did include a thermometer on this, didn't I? Didn't I put a thermometer? I know I put a thermometer on this. Where'd it go? Ah, it's underneath the solar panel. I don't know how I did that. Alright. Log the temperature. Woo! East far side crater. Keep the data. I mean, actually, we need to transmit that. All right, transmit. Not enough electric charge. That's all right. We'll just slowly transmit until we're done. And that counted? That counted. All right, actually, we can get 6 more science out of that. Yeah, sure, why not? Ding! Alright, that's all the science we're going to get off of that particular bit of kit here. So this now lives here. I'm going to shut off the engine so I can't possibly accidentally launch it again. It's got quite a lot of fuel left. I was very surprised that that was able to land that efficiently. But, you know, I guess I should have had a little more confidence in myself. That's going to do it for today, I think. Let's jump back to the Space Center, see how much money and science we have. Keep the data. 154,000, 15,000, 30,000. Awesome. Oh, right, we still have to get the rest of that stage back. So we've still got some more to do. Yeah, there we go. I didn't actually check to make sure I wasn't going to hit a mountain on this re-entry path. Looks pretty good. Think we're going into an ocean. Uh-oh, 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 don't hit. Oh, I've really got to get better about ditching my stages. That was very close. Still unsafe. Safe. Deploy chutes. We made it. We're alive. Everything's awesome. This actually re-entered easier than the capsule did. Somehow. I don't understand that, but okay. Alright, so this should complete our mission for returning a vessel intact from orbit of the moon, stable orbit of the moon, all the way back to Kerbin. Should be worth a decent chunk of science as well, I hope. We'll see. We made it! We're alive! Ah! Recover vessel. Recovery of a vessel returned from orbit around the moon. 16 science! That's a lot of science. Okay, not a whole lot, but, you know, we also got some money back for it, at least. A whole 13 funds for the liquid fuel. 17 funds if you also count the oxidizer. Got way more funds for the unused ablator. Whatever. We have $801,000 now. Funds. Sorry, funds. 801,000 funds. You are fully upgraded. You give me EVAs to surface samples. And resource transfer. Oh, thank goodness. Move fuel around in a spacecraft. That would be wonderful. So wonderful. Actually, yeah, we're just going to buy that. Bing. Woo! Science. Sciencey place. Oh, man. 1.69 million for that one. So what is locked off by that particular speed bump of a... Alright, so basically everything after this tier we can't research. So, we're not going to be able to get the SLS engines. Alright, so as you can see, we've got a ton of stuff now that we can unlock. We can unlock science nodes all the way up to the very heavy rocketry in the 550 tier. So any of these are now available to be unlocked as we earn more science. We do, however, we had 100 some science to spend. I went ahead and spent it already because I really wanted the, where is it? Where are they? Yes, here we are. I really wanted the landing legs so we can go to Minmus in the next episode. So we're definitely going to try and do that. We've also got the retractable landing gear, so we might have some more fun with aircraft-style vehicles. Yeah, I guess that's going to do it for us today. We did a lot. We've got a lot more science to earn, though, so we're going to have to go to Minmus very soon, I think, or land on the moon. But I think Minmus is a little more achievable. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Kerbal Space Program. God, I've been recording for almost 3 hours now. My name is Eliodare, AzerAngel17 on Twitter and Xbox Live, and everywhere else you can find me. Definitely swing by and say hi. I'm on Twitter all the time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Alright, launching in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. I didn't check the staging.